Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
Sanibona, kule video namanje sizokhuluma nge-EFF. Usinawo uthatha igxathu lokuyomangalela uJohn Steenhuisen emveni kokuba bembuze imibuzo wangakhuluma iqiniso. Kune statement ke esikhishwe i-EFF. Into esizoyenza sizocaphuna ivideo lapho sinawo akhuluma khona bese siphinde sicaphuna ama-paragraph abalulekile kuphela kwi-statement se-EFF kanti bengibuka i-portfolio committee ye-finance la bekukhuluma khona u-treasurer general we-economic freedom fighters Omphile Mawutwe. Kunezinto eziningi ezibalulekile ngiyafisa sizi-highlight noma ke impendulo yalowo bekambuza wekhosati ukuthi yena uthini singeke ngize ngikwazi ukuyifaka la ngoba angifisa ukuba nevideo ende kakhulu kodwa nje ngifisa ukuthi sizizwe lezi zinto ezibalulekile abazirayizayo as i-EFF.
Thanks, Honorable Ndlovu, Honorable Suwisa.
Thank you, Chair. Greetings to everyone. Chair, I hope my network is not going to kick me out because it's been a problem. Chair, I've got two questions. One is for Dr. Miller, the other one is for Kosatu. Taking into consideration that we are continuously experiencing unemployment and increases, and there is no plan, even though the minister said that job creation, but not being specific. I would like to ask if you were to advise the minister which industry to revive to ensure that there is job creations, and we are not just speaking about jobs, but we are speaking about jobs that they've got benefits, sustainable jobs, jobs that are going to address the needs within South Africa, the jobs that are going to actually address the scarce skills within South Africa, because we know that most of our graduates, they've studied for certain things and yet they can't find jobs within South Africa itself. And there's a possibility they can't even find jobs outside of South Africa because of the standard of education that is in South Africa. That's for Kosatu.
Mawuza umbuzo kwalo sisi lo we-EFF abuza ukuthi uminister ukhuluma nge-job creation kodwa angaba specific futhi akuna plan ekhona ekhomsayo ukuthi yini ezokwenziwa. Cela ukuthi babachaze ukuthi uma ngathi ikhosati iluleka uminister ukuthi imuphi umkhakha futhi kungenzeka kanjani. Okwesibili kunama-graduate amaningi angawutholi umsebenzi la eSouth Africa futhi okungelula nokuthi bangawuthola ngaphandle kwase-South Africa ngenxa yezinga lemfundo abanayo. Kanti ngesonto sifake ivideo ebeka-Duma Gqubule obekhuluma ukuthi uyibhekile ibudget wabuka ukuthi akuna plan ekhona ezo-address inkinga ye-unemployment. So izinto lezi nje engicanga ukuthi zibalulekile ezibuzwe i-EFF laphaya. Eqinisweni lilonke i-EFF deserve more than 9% eParliament ngendlela abasebenza ngayo ngoba kunama-political parties othi mawabheka uzibuza ukuthi manje lama-political umsebenzi wabo yini. Angenza umzekelo nje iRise Mzansi iliphi iphuzu yake yaliveza nje kwathiwa ya nali iphuzu elikhulu elishiwo iRise Mzansi. Ngiyawabuka impela ama-portfolio committee kodwa angabi nanhlanhla yabo. Angifuni ke kungena kulezo zinto.
Thank you, Chair. Greetings to yourself, colleagues, and then all the stakeholders that have logged on and those who are watching at home. Chair, I've got just a few questions. I won't take much of the time. The first one is to Kosatu. We want you to be clear, Kosatu, so that we are not confused of where you stand. Do you support the VAT increase? That's one. Do you support the increase on corporate tax? Or rather, would you support the increase on corporate tax, considering the fact that it was 29 and then reduced to 27? So there's been calls that it need to be increased to 29. Would you support such a proposal? And the last one is, would you support the introduction of wealth tax and to assist to in the revenue generation of this country? And those are the three questions. To Brightland Africa, we've heard you. I don't have any much questions. To Public Economy Project, you are saying the tax system in South Africa is progressive. and that the proposal to increase the VAT is regressive, which I agree is regressive. But how is this tax system progressive when it taxes the poor far much more than it does to the rich? Literally making the poor even poorer and the rich even richer. So how would you say it's still progressive? And then the second question to you is, you say a legitimate coalition must pass a budget. What do you mean by that? Chair, to the Budget Justice Coalition, you say you believe that there are better alternatives to the VAT increase, which we agree in principle, but you're only citing one or two things. You're saying we need to uphold the increase in spending, and then you spoke about the criminal assets recovery and a figure of about 3.5 billion that can be tapped into. But what other initiatives or alternatives are out there to try to address the shortfall the Minister of Finance is faced with? Chair, I don't even want to talk about the DA. I think they're just wasting our time. Your GNU partners, go and speak there to region, because the things you are talking about here are not pro-poor. You know, you of course your messaging is around the VAT, but when you look deep into what you are talking about, it's not about VAT. It's about privatization of the SOEs, because you are saying that government needs to stop the bailouts to SOEs. Why do you call it the bailout? When government gives money to Department of Health, to Department of Education, it's not a bailout. But as soon as it gets to SOEs, you call it the bailout. You are saying that because in your next line, then you say the government must privatize SOEs, and you make an example of PRASA, of Denel, of Transnet. So basically, you are saying the government must do away with creating its own capacity as the state and privatize everything. But this is the private sector where a lot of illicit financial flows are happening, where a lot of tax avoidance are happening. And that's why the SARS Commissioner is unable to collect revenues. So you want to turn South Africa into a liberal country, which we are not, and we cannot be, because we've seen over the past years that with this budget, the liberal budget that has been passed throughout, it does not address the issues of inequality, of unemployment, of poverty. So how do you still perpetuate that the Minister of Finance needs to do? You need to wake up, you need to catch a wake-up call yourselves, and don't come here and think that you are the bigger brother in the GNU. So GNU arrangement, go and address those issues in there. And then you say the state must provide property rights. The state must expropriate land without compensation. That's where we stand. And that bill, that act, Honorable Chairperson, which of course in its current form we don't agree with, we want it to be modified to remove this compensation thing so that the land can go back to its rightful owners.
Njengoba umuzwa ku-Omphile la maningi kakhulu amaphuzu akawathintile engicanga ukuthi abalulekile ngoba kulezi insuku kusakhulunywa kakhulu indaba yebudget. So ngithi angizifake nje lezi zinto nazi kukhulunywa ngani ku-portfolio committee, ngoba ki-channel ngeyethu ngizozwa ngani uma bangavela abantu babe u-15 ukuya ku-20 abangathi siyafisa ukuzwa ukuthi iphendule yathini ikhosathu kulolu daba, kule mibuzo ebuzwayo. Ngizokwazi ukwenza ivideo ngoba angifuni ukwenza ivideo ngento engiyicabangayo mina kanti nina niyidingi leyo mpendulo. Kodwa nje bengithi angiwalethe lamaphuzu abalulekile abawakhulumayo lapha kwi-portfolio committee, ngoba ekugcineni kosuku azozithinta iy'mpilo zethu. I-VAT uma ingakhuphuki kuzoyithinta iy'mpilo zethu, i-VAT futhi uma ikhuphuka kuzoyithinta iy'mpilo zethu. Asiqhubeke-ke manje singene endabeni le ye-DA yesihlangane ngayo la. Istatement lesi esikhishwe yi-EFF ngomhla ka-25 March 2025. Istatement isihloko sibhala ukuthi EFF statement on minister refusing to answer parliamentary questions. Sibhalwe kanjena-ke. Economic Freedom Fighters iyaqaphela lokhu nge-concern mayelana nereport yakamuva ekhishwe yiParliament nge-status sembuzo engaphendulwanga ebibuzwe uMinister. Le report ikhipha inani lama-questions angazange awaphendule uMinister ekubeni enikezwe iy'nsuku eziyishumi ukulungiselela ngokwama-rules aseParliament. Bathi ngokuka-Rule 145 in bracket 5 kuma-rules e-National Assembly, oMinister kufanele baphendule imibuzo ebuzwa ngamamember weParliament. For imibuzo ebhaliwe, for impendulo ebhaliwe, kufanele bayiphendule within 10 days. Leyo mbuzo ibuziwe. Yona le rule iyamnika ilungelo uminister ukuthi acele uku-extendela isikhathi uSpeaker. Kwi-report yakamuva ekhishwe iParliament iveza ukuthi kwimibuzo ewu-783 efakiwe, obekulindeleke impendulo zayo ngomhla ka-20 kuMarch 2025, about 222 yemibuzo engazange iziphendulwe uminister. Kuclear ukuthi abanye bominister abakuthatheli engqondweni noma abayiboni indima edlalwa iParliament nokubaluleka kokuphendula lemibuzo esuke ibuzwe iParliament, ngoba lemibuzo esuke ibuzelwa abantu labo kuyibona ababavotela ukuze babe seParliament. Bathi uminister ophethe ezolimo uJohn Steenhuisen wabuza imibuzo ewu-17 ngaleso sikhathi. However, yena waphendula imibuzo ewu-6. Kwathi ewu-11 akazange ayiphendule, futhi wangasikhipha nesizathu salokho. Akazange acele futhi ukuthi angezele isikhathi uSpeaker. Kunalokho, uthe mayesephendula eminye imibuzo wangakhuluma iqiniso waqamba amanga. Ngicela ukucaphuna uSinawo uze ukuthi uthathe liphi igxathu bese siyayivala ivideo, kodwa ngiyakufisa ukuza ukuphawula kwakho.
Thank you very much. My name is Sinao Tambo, a member of the Parliament of South Africa representing the EFF. Today we have officially laid a complaint with the Ethics Registrar of the Ethics Committee against the Minister of Agriculture, John Steenhuisen, for lying to Parliament and by extension the people of South Africa in his response to a question for written reply. When we asked him whether he had deviated from the normal appointment processes when he appointed staff and advisors in his office since his tenure has began, John Steenhuisen responded in the negative to this question, and when he did so, he lied to Parliament and by extension again the people of South Africa, because it is public knowledge that he appointed Annette Steyn and 3 other DA colleagues of his to his office without having received the necessary approval from the Minister of Public Services and Administration. And these employees have been seeking salaries for 3 months because they were appointed before deviation was sought. This means that in his reply to the question posed to him, John Steenhuisen lied and he violated Section 3 of the principles of the Code of Ethics, which govern members and members of the executive as well. So we have laid this complaint, and John Steenhuisen will have 7 days to respond to the complaint laid against him, and we have made the declaration that he has violated his oath of office and should also be removed for that violation of the Code of Ethics and the Constitution of South Africa. The EFF will continue to hold the so-called Government of National Unity accountable, because we do not take instructions from the Democratic Alliance or any of its handlers, but we take our instructions from the people of South Africa. Thank you very much.
Iyona ivideo kaSinawo le echaza neqatha sebelithathile nenyathela sebezithathile ongodaba lika John Steenhuisen, abathi ke uqamba amanga waphula ngisho i-Code of Ethics le kuyona emphethe njengominister, nanokuthi kunabantu abaqashiwe lapha kodwa kungalandelwanga umthetho ofanele ulandelwe ukuze kuqashwe abantu. Iyona ke lento le elethwe ke i-EFF imangalileke. Sizozwa ngabo ukuqhubeka kwesikhathi ngoba kuthiwa nayo uney'nsuku anikezwe zona ukuze aphendule. I-EFF asiqala ukuyibona isukumela udaba. Ngiyakhumbula ukuthi uMinister we-Public Works Dino McPherson naye futhi uMarshall Dlamini wathatha iy'nyathelo zokuthi akayomvulela icala, kukhona la engahambisanga kahle khona. Manje-ke lokho kwenziwa i-EFF kuhle kakhulu ngoba kwenza ukuthi wonke umuntu awazi umsebenzi wakhe. Uma futhi umuntu esephumile engasayenzi lento abekelwe yona kwi-office, bakwazi ukuthi amangalelwe endaweni la afuna amangalelwe khona. Ilokho engikubona kubalulekile. Ngiyacela-ke ukuzwa ngawe ukuthi wena uthini kulo lonke lolu daba esilulethile. Ngizozwa ngawe nje konke, mina kukho engizokusho, kodwa nje ilokho ebengithi angikubekele khona ngokwenziwe i-EFF nento ekhulunywe i-EFF osukwini lanamuhla. Mina nawe asidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.